Texas League Baseball is next. And a good Sunday night, everybody. We'd like to welcome you into Texas League Baseball here in South Texas. And now here's the star of the show, my friend and yours, John Baker. Thank you, Bob. Welcome in, everybody, to the Sunday night live broadcast here in the AA Texas League. It is the final game of our 6-game set between the visiting Midland Rockhounds and your San Antonio Missions. Well, after tonight's game, San Antonio will head on the road as they go to Corpus Christi to start a Monday night, first day of July game of a first of 3 against Corpus Christi. Missions back home, taking on Corpus Christi July 4th through the 6th. That is a Thursday night through Saturday. Missions will take the 2 days off on Sunday and Monday. They'll start a 6 games on Tuesday, July 9th through the 14th, taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles. We get 4 days off. That is Monday through Thursday, the 15th through the 18th. And we're back at it again on Friday night, July 19th, as San Antonio taking on the Arkansas Travelers to start the second half of the 2024 regular season. Go online now, samissions.com, purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow us all season long with the First Pitch app or here on YouTube Live, and you can download that at any smartphone. Gotta say, check out westcreektrailrides.com. They are a proud sponsor of today's game, and so far it is going to be pretty good. $50 can't beat for a 1-hour horseback ride, and just gotta say, enjoy the outdoors of the great woodlands as you go on trail rides and get along with your horse. And pretty good right there. Well, I'm joined in the booth by my partner, Bob. Good evening.
Good evening, John. Thank you for having me.
Well, I gotta say, as the last night you went home at 11:30, and gotta say, ball game went down to 13 innings of baseball for these two clubs. And boy, I gotta say, they hit a lot of home runs. Hard hit balls were flying out of the yard, and pretty much they were going at it. But in the bottom of the 13th inning, San Antonio struck for 3, and pretty much it was a good one, as it was down to 14-11, and then 4 more runs tagged on, making it a 14-even ball game. The winning run came across to score, and they walked it off right there. Final score, San Antonio 15, Rockhounds 14. And so far, we got 3 ball clubs that are trying to maintain a first place position. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I gotta say, John, Midland, Frisco, and San Antonio are tied 42 even of this year. Now, if San Antonio beats Midland, they'll claim the first place position. If Frisco wins, then it's a fight for the first place position. You got 3 teams. That is the Midland Rockhounds, the Frisco Rough Riders, and the San Antonio Missions trying to fight for the first place position here in the South. Now, I will say for the North Division, Arkansas leads 2.5 games against Springfield, Northwest Arkansas, and Tulsa. Wichita down 4.5 games in last place in the North with 34 and 41 of the year.
Gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. And so far, Arkansas taking that lead as they win last night at Springfield. And pretty good game out there, too, at shores of the Blue River, which they call that Blue River Stadium in Springfield, Missouri, which that is pretty good as well. Well, gotta say, on a beautiful Sunday evening, we are here for one more time. We're on the road tomorrow night through Wednesday as we get set with a 3-game short series there at Corpus Christi. Now, everybody's got a 3-game set. As you may know, that San Antonio heads to Corpus Christi, Midland heads to Amarillo, and then after the July 3rd series, Amarillo will head to Midland, San Antonio, and Corpus Christi converge play back in San Antonio. So that's pretty good right there. Won't lie about that. Now for the Frisco Rough Riders tonight, they take on Corpus Christi, and they'll head off to All-American Ballpark to take on the Arkansas Travelers in a 3-game set. They'll be back on July 4th to take on the Arkansas Travelers there at Statesman's Park. So pretty good for our South Division teams and North Division converging plays. And yeah, so far pretty good. So I will say that this will be our last broadcast until the 4th of July. And yeah, pretty good short work week as we get things started here for a Monday through Wednesday type ordeal. So, gotta say, pretty good on that one. Well, if we're ready to begin, this will be the end of our pregame show. And so far, it is the final game of our 6-game set between the visiting Midland Rockhounds. And, yeah, we're about ready to go on this Sunday evening. So beautiful night on hand as we're about ready for the first pitch coming up with myself and Bob getting ready to go on this final game of our homestand. So we're back right after the commercial message brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides and our pet supply places like Petco and PetSmart. That's our proud sponsors for today's game. Sean Reynolds, a right-hander coming out of the bullpen, will get the start for San Antonio. And what do we know, Bob?
Well, gotta say, for Reynolds, looking pretty sharp. And so far, he's just ready to go and get things started here tonight. Well, that four-seam fastball says it all. 97 miles an hour for the start for San Antonio's starting pitcher.
Well, the leadoff hitter tonight for Midland, Drew Swift, coming in. 3 magic words. Let's play ball. Here's the first pitch by Reynolds, and we're underway as that one is in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Few clouds from time to time. Gotta say, nice as we converge play here tonight one last time until the July 4th celebration. High fly in the air, and that will be out number 1. So Amarillo and Tulsa played this afternoon. Northwest Arkansas at Wichita played. Our final 6 ball clubs: Midland at San Antonio, Corpus Christi at Frisco, Arkansas at Springfield. Clark Elliott comes in, fouls one off, and it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Elliott. As he comes in, ready to go. Here's a pitch to him, and that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Got a great crowd here tonight, right, Bob?
Well, I gotta say, when they join in for a end of a series against Midland, they're here for the remainder of the festivities and its homestand as well. Well, July 4th, get your tickets now at SanAntonioMissionsBaseball.com. And we'll be back here to take on Corpus Christi in a few days from now.
Here's the pitch. High in the third, but Ditter, the shortstop, will have it in range, and he'll take it himself for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Third baseman is Junior Jack Winkler. Do apologize. I was going to call him Junior, but evidently he's not. Nobody named Junior Winkler, but just major look and pulling your legs right there. So Winkler will come in for a 0-1 count. It's like that last night. I was a little bit stuttery, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better. Right there, swing and a miss. Boy, chasing that one out of his shoes for a cold strike. It's 0-2. Just a gorgeous evening for a ball game, and so far you're glad you guys come in. 0-2, one more time, as that one is well hit, high fly in the air. Howell's camped under it, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Midland. And we head for the bottom of the first inning. It's no score through the top half of 1. And we're back here right after this for our proud sponsor of West Creek Trail Rides. Take it away, Bob.
Well, I gotta say, for West Creek Trail Rides, it's one of the best horseback riding places here in San Antonio. So make sure that you go to www.westcreektrailrides.com and you can book a $50 horseback ride Tuesday through Sunday there at their ranch. Right off of 151 and Wiseman Road, and go all the way to West Creek Oaks Drive, and you go down, take a left, and the ranch on your right-hand side, as you'll see the big giant hay bales right there. Or if you want to go volunteer, that's pretty good too. Right, John?
Yeah, sure is. I go there and I volunteer, and I have a good time doing that as well.
Yeah, pretty good.
Indeed. We're about ready to go to the bottom of the first right now for the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. So our starter for the Rockhounds, Tyler Ferguson. What do we know, Bob?
A 96-mile-an-hour fastball, slider, cutter, and so far pretty good as we get things ready for this half inning.
Well, the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio will lead off Corey Howell. Howell coming in, ready to go, and he hits one high fly in the air. Right fielder give a chase, and he can't get there, and that is foul as he tries to make the diving catch. Boy, well out of his range. And that's going to be hit to short. He'll flip it to first, covering the bag for the out is number 23. And that's for the first one of the inning. Marcos Castellon coming in for San Antonio. Boy, a beautiful evening. Look at the sky. It is nice and clear. Hardly a cloud in the sky on this evening. But evidently, yes, we do see a little dim in our sunlight. Just nice that we do have a few passing clouds, but otherwise, generally sunny. Right there, hit the third, and he'll flip it right to first. Oh, do apologize. It was not number 23. It's number 29. They're covering the first base bag for Midland. Joshua Mears coming in for the Missions. Could be a 1-2-3 out.
Counts 1-0.
The half inning that goes on, and the count now 1-0. That one popped up high in the air, up to right. And the right fielder secures it, and that covers the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio as we head to the top of the second. It's no score through 1. So back here after this is Danny Batista Jr. coming in to start up inning number 2 for Midland. Right here when we come back with Texas League Baseball. We're all new to the show.
We now head to the top of the second inning for Midland right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, today we give you your final scores, and so far for the Tulsa Drillers, 4-3 against Amarillo. For Wichita winning 4 runs against Northwest Arkansas by the final of 7-3. I'll go ahead and give you some scores for the remainder of our 6 ball clubs playing tonight's games. No score through 1 for San Antonio and Midland. Rough Riders lead 1-0 against Corpus Christi. Springfield leading 2-0 against Arkansas. So pretty good as we get things going here this evening. Well, top of the second is Danny Batista Jr. leads things off, inning number 2 for Midland. So here we go with inning number 2, and that one's going to be line drive, and that one is going to be right off the wall for a ground rule and inside for a double. Batista Jr. now at first base. Boy, he laces one up to the left field area for that double. Boy, and pretty good right there as he comes in. Junior Perez. Boy, there's a guy named Junior. And a pitch to him. Right there and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Perez is a average 313 over a 353. Home run average for Midland is at least 8 home runs. 9 RBIs of the year for the Rockhounds. Here's the 0-1. That one hit high fly in the air, and that will be allowed to drop. And it'll be the count 9 at second base. That is Batista Jr. And the 0-2. Fouls that one off, and he'll see another. Pretty good right there as runner at second, which that's the tie-breaking run. Coming in. That one outside, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two, one more time. That one is hit high in the air. Howell will watch that one go foul. And it's the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. Again, fouls that one off, and he'll see another. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And he's going right there as he'll flip it to Pauly. And a strikeout for Reynolds. Boy, first one of the night for San Antonio. That's good. TJ Schofield Sam coming in as runner still holding on at second. That is Batista Jr. 1 away in the inning. That one inside for a strike as the first pitch by Reynolds is thrown. And it's in the count now 0-1 on that commanding strike. Pretty good right there, right, Bob?
Yeah, got a good thing about it is he learns to throw and hit the strike center. And, yeah, right, just like that. He could get in there and get things going and get something going for the ball club and stuff. No balls and 2 strikes to Schofield Sam. And the pitch. And that one just nipped the corner of that inside. And it is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. 1-2, one more time. Hits that one high in the air and fouls it off out of the ballpark. And that'd be 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strike 2.
Batting seventh.
Boy, 2 away in the inning, and that'll bring up Brian Bovius. Strike 3 is called on him, and so far pretty good. That one in the inside corner for a taking code strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I pretty much messed that one up, but I gotta say, that's okay. He got the second out for strike 3. So another strikeout goes to Sean Reynolds. That one high in the air up to right center is Castellon, and he'll make the play for the final out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors. Runner left stranded at second. And we head now to the home half of 2. It's 2.5 with no score here for Midland. Michael De La Cruz, the first baseman, will come up as we get ready for the home half of the second for San Antonio. And it is no score through 2.5. About ready for the bottom of the second, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Michael De La Cruz steps in the batter's box now on the left-hand side as he gets ready to go.
Ball, that's off the
That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Puts that one in the breaking ball, and the count now even at 1-1. Got a crowd watching from Midland. Boy, they're getting us tuned in on their big video scoreboard. Boy,
one ball.
Midland heading to Amarillo after this game against San Antonio tonight.
Ball, that's inside.
Rockhounds back home on July 4th to take on the Sod Poodles. That is right there, line drive. That's a base hit. Boy, he's going to miss that one. And they're still looking for it out there. And that's going to be a no-out triple. Boy, and a triple meat cheeseburger courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. Well, the first baseman, Michael De La Cruz. Boy, that right fielder takes quite a tumble as he tries to catch up with that. Well, the tie-breaking run for San Antonio hangs at third.
That's inside.
Outside, 1 ball, no strikes to the third baseman, Graham Polly. 2-0 Springfield against Arkansas. Bottom of the third. Frisco ends the third inning with a score 1-0 as they head for the fourth inning there at Statesman's Park.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, gotta say, pretty good as San Antonio and trying to score in its first run. 1-1 the count, runner at third, nobody out. And that's going to be hit to second. And that will be a sacrifice, a run in to score as the Missions will plate their first one of the night. That'll score in Michael De La Cruz there at third, and the designated hitter, Kai Murphy. Starting up now. That one is fouled off, and the count now 0-1. That one fouled off, and he'll see another.
No balls, 2 strikes to the DH tonight in the 6th spot for San Antonio. Hit right there. Flip it right from the shortstop area to the first baseman for out number 2. Lucas Dunn coming in as he's ready to go. 2 away, nobody on. 1-0 San Antonio, bottom of 2. Hit the first, and that will do it. So a run comes on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Top of the 3rd inning coming up for Midland, and it's 1-0 San Antonio. Saheed Valenzuela leads it off for inning number 3 for Midland as the Rockhounds trail by 1. We're back here for more right after this from our proud commercial messages here in San Antonio. About ready to start the top of the 3rd inning for Midland right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Saheed Valenzuela starts things off. 8-9-1 due up top of the 3rd for Midland. About ready to go. Reynolds' 3rd inning of work on the mound for San Antonio as he swings and misses the count now 0-1. Underway, top of the 3rd inning for Midland. In this one, here's the 0-1. Hit high fly in the air. And that one chopped foul, and it's 0-2 as it lands just in foul grounds and left. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, get him on strike 3. Boy, a K by Reynolds. And that's the 3rd one for San Antonio tonight on the pitcher. Boy, Saheed Valenzuela not happy about that one as he walks back to the Midland bullpen. And I bet the manager for the Rockhounds going to talk it over with him. Sean McGuire coming in as he comes and takes in a strike inside. And it's 0-1. 28 pitches now for Sean Reynolds. 3rd inning of work for San Antonio. That one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play foul. For a count now 0-2. Still a 1-0 ball game. Frisco leads Corpus Christi by that 1 run. 3 hits, no errors for the Rough Riders. And right there, 1 ball on the pitch clock violation for the starter. 1 hit for Corpus Christi, but evidently still trying to work things through in that series there at Statesman's Park. That one hit the 3rd. Boy, he gloves it, gets it, passes it to De La Cruz there at first. Boy, beautiful play as he gets it in time. So 2 away. Drew Swift is 0 for 1, fly out in the 1st. The pitch to him, and that one outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0. Swing and miss down in the inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Swift was the second draft pick in 2022 by the Oakland A's. And right there in the count now, 1-2.
2 strikes.
One and two delivery. That one high fly in the air. Castellon in right. Makes it plenty of time for the catch to be his, and that will retire the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Midland here in this half inning. We're 3.5 with San Antonio up 1-0. Ray Patrick Ditter, the shortstop, will step in for the bottom of the third inning for San Antonio. When we come back, it's 1-0 Missions here in this game.
About ready for the bottom of the third inning for San Antonio. Right now on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, Ray Patrick Ditter leads things off as we are now bottom of 3 here in this game tonight. Pretty good right there. He hits one high fly in the air, and it's racing forward, and that's foul. So right fielder tries to run it down, but can't able to do so in that one. No balls, 1 strike. The swing and a miss pitch type breaking ball gets him down inside for a count now 0-2. That's something you don't see every day, but now you do. But anyway, San Antonio defense coming in full swing. That one out for the right field area to make the play by the right fielder for the first out of the inning in shallow right center. Brandon Valenzuela coming in as he's ready to go. Hits that one right there up the left. That's a base hit.
Now back, the left fielder, Corey.
Well, the left fielder, Corey Howell, stepping in as we go back to the top of the rotation for San Antonio.
Nope.
That one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 away here in this half inning as Howell is up batting in the right-hand side of the batter's box. That's going to be lined up to center. Boy, beautiful line drive base knock. Well, the first 2 are coming in, and they are getting on bases. And that'll bring in Marcos Castellon, averaging a .116 over a 175. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs of the year for San Antonio. Pretty good. First and second now with 1 away. And that's going to be a base knock. Runner from third going. Here he comes to the plate in to score. As the Missions get a nuller. Now 2-0 San Antonio against Midland. Castellon, one of the best prospects to play up in right field, will get in and make short work to get another run in to score.
Ball one.
That one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes to the center fielder, Joshua Mears. First and third, 1 away, 2-0 San Antonio in this game. That one high pop-up. And that is not going to be far enough for the runner to advance, and that will be 2 away on the high flyer. Well, here's Michael De La Cruz as he's 1 for 1. Last time tripled and had a run on top of that. Pretty good right there. Another run 90 feet away as that's going to be lined high in the air, and boy, that is going to drop. Another run safely in to score. Another run at 90 feet away at third. Boy, and San Antonio now has 3 runs already in this half of the game. Boy, De La Cruz, one of the best first basemen we've actually had, usually playing the catcher position. And that's going to be right there, and nobody could get eyes on it. So now it's a 4-0 game for San Antonio. Another run 90 feet away. Boy, it's getting away from them, isn't it? Yeah, sure is. And that also is going to get through for a base knock. Now make it a 5-0 game for San Antonio. Now 4 runs in this half inning have come in to score. Man, base hit after base hit after base hit. That is just putting runs on the board, and now Midland will call timeout for the starting pitcher to be removed out of this ball game. Well, the manager comes in, and so far that will do it for number 65 as he is out of this ball game, and now could be on the line for the L if this does not turn around here this evening. Colin Palouse is the first reliever of this ball game. Palouse now pitching in for Midland. Now first and second, 6 and 7 runs possible in this half inning. That one high in the air up to right field, and that will do it. Well, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we head to the 4th inning, San Antonio has the lead 5-0. Now we get ready for the top of the 4th inning for Midland, as Clark Elliott will come in for the Rockhounds when we come back. About ready for the top of the 4th right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Clark Elliott stepping in as, boy, Missions had a big blowout. 4 runs in the score at the bottom of the 3rd inning. A new innings getting started, and now in high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes to Elliott. 2-0 Springfield over Arkansas, bottom of 4. Corpus Christi has the tying run up there at the first base area. 5-0 San Antonio against the Rockhounds. Still a 1-0 ball game for the Rough Riders there at Statesman's Park, taking on Corpus Christi. So right there in the end, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. The 1-2. And that one is going to get down. It's a fair ball. And he's going to have room enough for a double. And Elliott getting in there. Jack Winkler coming in for Midland. Number 9 holding off as second. Number 12 is Winkler. Coming in as he fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. Oh for 1, fly out in the first inning here for Midland. The 0-1. Down and in the slider, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Runner at second. And fouls that one off, and the count now 1-2. One and two, one more time. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strikes. Past the first to De La Cruz. And that's a strikeout. A throw down to first.
The first baseman.
Reynolds gets that one, and that's a 1-for-1 double in the second inning. Danny Batista Jr. stepping in. It's ready to go here. The pitch down and in near the dirt even for ball 1. So the count now 1-0 to Batista Jr., who is the 1-for-1 for Midland here tonight. Right there in the end, 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to him. Inside, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We're getting pretty good for San Antonio tonight, right, John? It sure is. Leading 5-0 for the Missions here this evening. That one is popped foul. The count now still remains at 1-2. Boy, Corpus Christi, first and second, 1 away. Tying run is in scoring position. Well, time now is being called as here comes the manager. And it looks like that's going to do for the starter here this evening. Well, we got Carter Lowen who's warming up. And Javian Sandridge as well. So give them a few minutes to get going there. They're just warming things through. So we'll go ahead and get a new arm out there ready to go.
And as he passes the ball right now to the manager, boy, the start for San Antonio comes to a immaculate inning.
Number 38.
Carter Lowen is coming in this ball game as a first reliever of tonight. A right-hander coming in for San Antonio, pitching in this ball game. That one is high in the air. In foul grounds is De La Cruz making the play. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Junior Perez.
Junior Perez coming in. Still holding on that second run there at the second base area. Number 9 still holding on. I do apologize about that. The runner, the first one for Midland, is at second. 1. Outside, and the count now 1-1. Boy, been a nice, relaxing day, hasn't it, Bob?
Yeah, I gotta say, it has been.
And with you here in the booth, it's pretty good. Right there to Corey Howell as he makes the play, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left for Midland. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. San Antonio holds the lead 5-0. Back here right after this is Ray Patrick Ditter. Gets ready to lead off the 4th inning for San Antonio. It's a 5-0 ball game for the Missions.
Bottom of the 4th inning for San Antonio coming up next.
Well, gotta say, if you're getting your tickets for the July 4th celebration, as we have one of the best country singers known to man, one of the best ones, like Tracy Lawrence, coming to San Antonio for the best country music in all of Texas and all of San Antonio. We like to get you going on the tickets, and so far, come to your local box office and get your tickets for Thursday night's game against the Corpus Christi Hooks. So pretty good on that one as we get things started. We got Tracy Lawrence in the country music and Missions baseball and a 4th of July celebration you don't want to miss. Join us for the 4th of July as we celebrate this freedom holiday as we celebrate it here at our ballpark for Missions baseball. And so far, pretty good on that one. Well, bottom of the 4th inning for San Antonio as Ray Patrick Ditter getting things started for the Missions here this evening. Here's the pitch ready to go. That one hit to short. He'll pass it just a foot ahead of the first base bag, and he's got him for out number 1. Well, Brandon Valenzuela is 1 for 1, single RBI and a run. Valenzuela coming in. He pops that one up, and he'll third baseman for Midland reaching in and making the play for out number 2.
Now batting, Left fielder, Corey Howell.
Left fielder Corey Howell coming in, 1 for 2, single and a run. We got a new score coming in from Frisco, there at Statesman's Park. Corpus Christi now ties up with the Rough Riders by 1-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's pitch. Looking up, and he's got it on the warning track, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio as we get up to the 5th inning for Midland, and it's 5-0 San Antonio. We're back here right after this as TJ Schofield Sam coming in for Midland in the top of the 5th inning. All right, Bob, you're going this one. Well, we're back here for the top of the 5th inning for Midland right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
Thank you, John, my friend. TJ Schofield Sam coming in for the 5th inning for Midland. And so far, we're about ready to go here in this one. The first pitch, right down knee angle for a coached 0-1. Pretty good on this one. As John, that is out of play and foul, so he'll see another in the count now, 0-2. 5-0 San Antonio. Boy, this ball game going really good in this one. 0-2. Swing and a miss and get him down on strikes. And Lowen gets a strikeout for San Antonio. Make that 5 for the Missions here tonight. Brian Provias coming in as he's 0 for 1 in this ball game. Got a lot of kids enjoying their summer. And yes, gotta say, John is going to give you information on the West Creek Trail Rides summer camp coming.
Well, gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. And so far, if you're looking forward to going out to the church or horse camp this summer, going to be a really good, neat experience as you go out. And that's going to be a, whoa, look at that, showing off his muscles. As TJ Schofield Sam getting that base knocked up to right center field, and that's going to be him getting up to third, which is pretty good right there.
Yeah, it is. Zahid Valenzuela coming in, and he's ready to go. So the camp there at West Creek is coming through the month of July, so make sure that you go there. Take your little ones and, learn all about the life of being on a ranch. That is pretty good.
Yeah, sure is, Bob. No balls, 1 strike, the count to Zahid Valenzuela, and he hits that one high. Paulie, the third baseman, waits for it, and he's got it for out number 2. Do apologize, Bob. I know it's your turn, and I know you really want to go at it. But here, take it away. You got this right here.
Shane McGuire is coming in for Midland. Hey, John, we share the booth together. That's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Ball, that's outside.
That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
How long have I known you, Bob? A couple years?
Yes.
All right. So pretty good that both of us share the broadcast together, and
1-1.
it's just not me doing the job alone, but evidently we are partners in the booth, you and me. We're best friends.
Yeah, we are.
1 ball, 1 strike to Shane McGuire. And boy, that one nearly gets him, and it's 2-1.
Runner at third. Boy, not far away, 90 feet away from scoring in that game's first run for Midland.
That one right there for ball 3. Boy, better be careful on that one, as that's a 3-1 count for Lowen. So he's got to be really careful not to walk for ball 4. 3-1. Right there in the inside corner. That's a strike. And the count will run full at 3-2. Well, new score now, 2-1. Well, Springfield has 2. Arkansas has 1. Right there, swing and a miss. Boy, get him down out of his shoes. And that will do it. Well, we're 5.5 here in this ball game, as San Antonio has a 5-0 advantage against the Rockhounds. Home half of the 5th coming up. And it's 5-0 Missions. Back for more right after this. All right, Bob, take it away for the next half inning of this ball game, and we'll get things started. We are the bottom of the 5th inning for San Antonio, right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
Thank you, John. Marcos Castillon, the right fielder, will step it in. First pitch right in the inside corner for a taking cold strike. It's 0-1.
Well, there's Jerson Moreno warming up for Midland. About ready to go for him for the Rockhounds.
That one down and outside. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And inside the corner is the count now 1-2. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And right there, strike 3. Boy, Castillon is not happy about that call. And he's shaking his head as he's going back to the San Antonio dugout. And that'll bring up Joshua Mears. Boy, right there. And outside for the ball. The count now 1-0. 1-0 delivery. That one popped high in the air. First baseman tries to get it, but it will land foul near the bleachers. Then the count now 1-1. Again, sends that one out of play, and we'll see another. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. 1-2. And that one lined up to right. That's a base hit. And pretty good right there. Boy, the line drives come in perfectly, Bob. I will say I agree with you right there, my good friend Johnny Boy. Michael De La Cruz in for the Missions, takes one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, and that was awfully close on that one. 2 for 2, triple single RBI. And really good right there. 1-0. Inside, and that'll be in the count now, 1-1. 2 for 2 to good old Michael. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one popped foul. Boy, nearly hit the first base umpire over there. Boy, he had to get out of the way as quick as possible on that one. 1-2. Boy, hits that one high in the air, and it'll get down for a base hit. Now that's a pitcher's best friend right there, when you could get in and knock that one in for a base hit right there, Bob. Yeah, sure is, John. Third baseman Graham Pauley stepping in, runners at first and second. And the changeup comes in for a strike. It's 0-1. 1 for 2, single, 2 RBIs for the hot corner man for San Antonio. Pretty good right there. The pitch, and that one's going to be right up the middle. And boy, he can't get it in, and that will load up the bases. And that's going to be the fielder's choice on the base hit. Boy, that's something you don't want to see every day right there, Bob. Yeah, no, you don't. You're in trouble right there. Yeah, you're looking for a smack or a punch in the face right there.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And that one off the plate for ball 1, and the count now 1-0. Bases are loaded with the 1 for 2 single and a run by the DH Kai Murphy. The 1-0 delivery. Boy, that one inside. And it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And boy, they're going to chase right after it. And he's going to get it. And he hauls it in for the out. The sacrifice fly brings in another run. And it's 6-0 San Antonio. Boy, another run at 90 feet away. Second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in for the Missions. This first and third, a 2 out. Second baseman Dunn will take a changeup down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Here to 1-0. And that one is out of play. And it'll even up at 1-1. 6-0 San Antonio. Boy, and I will say, it's getting pretty ugly out there for Midland as they're trailing all 6 runs. San Antonio earns all of them by the base hits. And boy, pretty bad for them here tonight. So if Corpus Christi wins this one, there at Frisco, then San Antonio will easily take the first place position away from both the Rough Riders and Rockhounds. And that will do for this half inning. A run in to score on a couple of base hits and no errors, 2 left. We head for the 6th inning, and it's 6-0 San Antonio. Drew Swift coming in for Midland when we start up the 6th inning, and it's 6-0 San Antonio here in this one.
We now head to the top of the sixth inning right here in the Mission's Baseball Network.
Drew Swift coming in for Midland as we start up the sixth inning. Thank you, John, for the introduction that will lead us off here in this half inning. No balls, one strike, the count now to Swift as he takes that one in for a coach strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Boy, that one is ripped high right there, up the right center, and that's in for the base hit. 6-0 San Antonio in the lead. Boy, Midland trailing 6 runs. Boy, San Antonio doing real well. Clark Elliott coming in, and he's going to hit one high in the air. And that one will drift out of play, so it'll go foul. 7-4 out of the footful pole and stuff. But pretty good right there. Deal 1 right there and in, and it's taken in for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. That one is out and fouled off, and it's 0-2.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job there, huh, Bob?
Yeah, I got to say, I love doing this as well.
I love doing it as well.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Clark Elliott. The pitch. Right there, strike 3. Boy, he didn't like that fastball as that one gets him looking.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Clark Elliott just going back to the bullpen, and he's shaking his head saying, "Oh, man, that's not fair."
Yeah, life ain't fair. Deal with it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Jack Winkler coming in as he's ready to go. Boy, takes out one just outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 is the count. Home plate umpire Andrews commanding always that home plate area. And boy, pretty good. Boy, I remember the home plate umpire back a couple years back. That was Ty Krause, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bob, it was. Ty Krause was one of the best home plate umpires. I've even got to speak to him a couple of times. And, yeah, he's pretty good about the home plate umpiring. He loves it. But now up in Frisco, pretty good for him. That one high in the air, that one was out number 2, just in center. Boy, Danny Batista Jr. stepping in. Hits to Ditter, and he'll pass to De La Cruz, and he'll finish him off there at first, and that's the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. San Antonio has the lead 6-0 against Midland. Back here for more Texas League baseball right after our commercial message and break. Brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides.
We're now entering the bottom of the sixth inning, right here on the Mission's Baseball Network. Ray Patrick Ditter coming in is about ready to go here in this half inning. He hits one high fly in the air up to right, and that will get out of play. It will count now 0-1 as it will go foul. The 0-1. And that one gloved by the first baseman, covers the back for himself. That's a beautiful play. And boy, the Rockhounds avoid another base hit from the diving first baseman, number 29. Boy, just a beautiful play by that first baseman for the out.
Nope, outside.
Outside for the ball is Brandon Valenzuela coming in. 1-for-2 single and a run for San Antonio's starting catcher. Boy, Son ready to go down here in this game, and that one hit high in the air up to center, and that is out number 2. One more, and we enter the 7th inning. Corey Howell, 1-for-3, single and a run. About ready to go here in this ball game.
Ball 1.
That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0. And that one is up the middle. And boy, that will go past the pitcher, the second baseman, and shortstop. And it will be for the 2-out single. Marcos Castellon coming in as he's ready to go. The pitch to him, and that one outside. The count now 0-1. 1-for-3 single RBI and a run for San Antonio, the right-hander, the right fielder, batting in the right-hand side. And it's the count now 0-2. 6-0 San Antonio. Runner at first, 2 away, bottom of 6.
Ball.
That one is outside for a ball. The count now 1-2.
Strike.
1-1 tied score there at Statesman's Park, Corpus Christi and Frisco. Springfield leads a run against Arkansas, 2-1 to score. That one popped foul, still hanging on, 1-2. One and two to Castellon. Pitch. Again, fouls it off, protecting the plate. And he'll see another. One and two. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strikes. Boy, that ends the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors. One left for San Antonio. We head to the top of the 7th as San Antonio holds the lead 6-0. We're back here with more as Junior Perez leads off the 7th. When we come back, it's Texas League Baseball. Our score, the San Antonio Mission 6 and the Midland Rockhounds 0. Leading off the top of the seventh inning for Midland, Junior Perez.
Well, thank you, Bob. Welcome in. Top of the seventh inning for Midland. And it'll be a complete shutout, and so far not looking good for the Rockhounds to be down this many runs.
There for sure, John. It's not.
No balls, one strike. The pitch to him. That one is going to be laced up the left field, and that's going to be up for a base knock. Going to first, going to second, and he's got a stand-up double.
Well, pretty good right there as he gets in there and gets things going.
That'll bring up TJ Schofield Sam as he comes in. Number 59 coming in, and that's going to be high in the air. Valenzuela in front of the visitor dugout as he will make the catch for out number one. Ryan Boveas coming in is 1 for 2, triple in the fifth inning. Boy, you got to say, a good game brewing up here for San Antonio, as this could be the time that they take the first place position here in the South. That one out of play and foul. And the count now 0-1. 0-1 the pitch. Right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down, and that's strike 3. Oh, there is the 5th strikeout of this ball game. And that'll bring in Sahid Valenzuela. Valenzuela coming in. He'll take inside a strike. And it is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the pitch.
That's a ball.
Down and in, and the count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Boy, getting him chasing.
2 strikes.
And the count now 1-2. 1-2, one more time. And that is up the middle. And that's going to get in. And a run in to score for Midland. So now it's 6-1. San Antonio trailing is the Rockhounds by 5. Here's Shane McGuire as he'll come in and take one. And the count now 1-0. One ball, no strike. The pitch. Chop foul, and he'll see another. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Fouled off, and that is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count, and the pitch. Chop foul, and he'll see another. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, get him chasing out of his shoes. And that will be the inning. Well, Sahid Valenzuela gets a run on an RBI. RBI single will get him on the board. That's a 6-1 lead for 5 for San Antonio. Back here for more Texas League Baseball. Our score, San Antonio 6, Midland 1.
About ready for the bottom of the seventh right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, we got Gerson Moreno getting ready to take his place on the mound for Midland. So far, he's only 1 more mile per hour percentage on that four-seam fastball that he's got. Joshua Mears coming in as third hitter for San Antonio will bat in the right-hand box and take a ball outside 1-0. Beautiful day as it's been, and so far, one more game left here of this evening. In the count now, 1-1. Just gotta love how San Antonio is, and so far the beauty of our San Antonio Missions ballpark here. One and one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, get him down chasing. And the count now 1-2. One ball, two strikes, the count to Mears. Outside, but strikes recalled on him anyways, as they will get a backwards K for Midland. Michael De La Cruz, 3 for 3, triple, 2 singles, RBI for San Antonio. Boy, just a beautiful, close to the wee hours of the evening. They call it the twilight. Yeah, it's a beautiful sky, John. It really is. On a baseball game night like this, it is always beautiful to see how good it is to see that. No balls, 2 strikes to De La Cruz. And a pitch. That one is outside and fouled. And the count now 0-2. Well, you got to say, Tracy Lawrence will be here. Independence Day baseball and fireworks. Starting on a July 4th, which is pretty good. One of the best country singers. Have you ever heard him, Bob? I sure have. He's pretty good. That one is high in the air, up to center. And that is 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Graham Polly.
Third baseman, Graham Polly, 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. About ready to go here in this one. And a pitch. Up the short. That will do for this half inning, as that will retire the inning and it's side. So we're up to the 8th inning now, as San Antonio leads 6-1. We're back here from Mortas. We go back to the top of the lineup. Drew Swift coming in for Midland.
Well, we head to the top of the 8th inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Drew Swift coming in is about ready to go for the next batter up. JVN Sandridge getting the call for San Antonio as we get a pitching change for the Missions here in this start of the 8th inning. Here's a pitch. Down and in, and that's 1 ball, no strikes. 9,032 tonight for a Sunday evening ball game. It's pretty nice. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a pitch, and that is out of play, foul, and it'll even up at 1-1. Let's see if we got some scores, and yep, Rough Riders getting a 2-run shot. It is 3-1 against Corpus Christi. High fly in the air. Castellon should not move. And that is out number 1 as he stands under to make the play. Springfield 4-2 against Arkansas. There at Blue River Stadium. Boy, pretty good evening for San Antonio. Right there, swing and a miss. Boy, chasing that fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Swing and a miss again. Boy, chasing again out of his shoes. And the count now 0-2. Short work week coming up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Pretty good for those working days. The pitch right there and foul. And the count now 0-2. The 0-2 one more time. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strikes. That's the 6th one of the night for San Antonio. And that'll bring up Jack Winkler. Winkler coming in, ready to go. The pitch, and that is inside for a strike. And it is 0-1. Midland are down to their final 4 outs of this current homestand. 0-1. High in the air. Patrick Ditter getting in front of the third baseman as he'll make the play for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Midland. As we now head for the bottom of the 8th inning, the designated hitter, Kai Murphy, stepping in as we get things going for the home half of 8 coming up. Our score, San Antonio 6, Midland 1. Bottom of the eighth inning for Midland coming up. Or, yeah, right, Bob. Ha ha. Bottom of the eighth inning for San Antonio. Right here on the Missions Baseball Network. As we're about ready to go. Guy Murphy stepping in.
Nope.
Takes
That's
one
inside.
ball, no strikes. And the count now 1-0. Oh, sorry about that, John. No, that's all right. Just work on it. Get used to it a little bit. You'll be fine. One ball, one strike now, the count. I think it's been a long week for us guys up here in the booth. Yeah, it sure has. Right there, glove to third. Boy, quick play by number 12.
Second baseman, Lucas.
Second baseman Lucas Dunn. 0 for 3, ground out in the fifth inning. Here's a pitch to him. That one is high flying in the air, and that will go out of play, foul. So the count now 0-1. The 0-1.
Ball.
That one high and outside, 1-1. One and one. Chopped foul, and the count now 1-2. One ball, two strikes the count now. To Dunn.
Ball. That's
Outside, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. That one is right to center, and that will be out number 2.
The batter number 10, shortstop, Ray Patrick. Dinner.
Ray Patrick Ditter is 0 for 3, ground out in the 6th. The pitch. And that one's high fly in the air. Up the left. And that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. Coming up, Batista Jr. Perez as Schofield Sam will lead off the 9th inning right after this. We're back here for more Texas League baseball. About ready for the top of the ninth inning right here in the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, Danny Batista Jr. coming in is about ready to go for Midland.
And the pitch, and that's going to be right there. Line drive up the left, and that's a base knock out of the bullpen for the Rockhounds. Boy, so far so good for Batista Jr. Here's the pitch, and that is chomp foul, and it is nothing and one. No balls, one strike. The pitch. Down and in, and that's even up at 1-1. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. High in the air up to right center. Castellon getting in, making the grab, and that is out number one. TJ Schofield Sam coming in as he's ready to go. Takes inside a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, one strike. Boy, turning two would end the ball game. And that's going to be right there, and that's fair. And here comes the run, but they'll stop at second and third and won't chance it. As, boy, they will put on the brakes. Boy, that was a clean base hit up there at the right field area for Midland. Ryan Bovias coming in as he's ready to go. Takes inside a strike, and it's 0-1. Second and third potential runs for the Rockhounds as they try to score in more runs before this game comes to a deciding conclusion.
I got a ball, one strike.
1-1, here's the pitch. High in the air up to left center. Mears makes it plenty enough. And here comes the run in to score, and Midland scoring in another on a sacrifice fly, 2 away, runner at third. So a base hit would make it 6-3. Saheed Valenzuela is 1 for 3, single RBI, and boy, one more out for Midland, as this would pretty much wrap up all the festivities of this current homestand.
Inside, ball one.
Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. New score, San Antonio 6-2. Rockhounds trailing 4. Here's pitch. And that's going to be right there to Detter. And ball game. Missions win it. Final score, San Antonio 6, Midland 2. And they will win the first place position. Boy, first time in the half that San Antonio takes the victory. And that would put them up to first place with 43.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Missions. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Rockhounds, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, again, this has been Mission Spaceball, and thank you so much for coming in to our live broadcast. Mission's back home the 4th of July to take on Corpus Christi, and we start a 9-game homestand. 3 against Corpus Christi, 6 against Amarillo. Well, hope y'all have a good rest of your night, and we'll see y'all again. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7:05 there at Corpus Christi.